Okay, this recording is on February 4th, 2016, so it's a couple of months before Dad's death. Business is slow because the market is suppressed. Joe talks about his business needs to come up with $10,000 per week just to keep the place open. That's employees' salaries and expenses. Joe has to bring in $300,000 per month to break even, he states that. So $10,000 expenses per week is $40,000 per month. If you do the math, $300,000 per month minus $40,000 expenses is $260,000 that Joe is taking in for his salary and giving to Mom per month. Joe paid cash for their house, so there's no mortgage. They have no car payment. They have to pay a few utilities like everyone else. What is Mom doing with all that money? Joe throws a lot of numbers around, but regardless of the numbers, Joe clearly says he is making enough profit to buy a house every week. Then he wants pity. Think about that one. It hurts. It's like being on a merry-go-round every week, trying to get to the golden ring. What really hurts is that he has given all this to Mom, and she has used it to ruin my life in every way.
You know, all we're doing now is buying new stuff and selling. The other stuff stays in a warehouse because the markets are, like you say, is suppressed.
Right. Yeah.
But, you know, guys are processing material, but we have to, and, you know, but we still have to come up with $10,000 a week just to keep the goddamn place going.
Yeah.
Net. That's clear.
Right.
Not sales.
Right.
And that's a lot. That's a lot. You know, that's $2,000 a day in profit, and that's hard to come by.
Right. I mean, so how much sales do you have to? I mean,
I've got to do $300,000 a month in profit to be able to break even.
Yeah.
Well, to make a little bit of profit, and that's with my salary.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to make like $60,000 a month. That's $15,000 a week. That's $3,000 a day.
Wow.
On a good day when we're making our percentage.
Wow.
Could you imagine being faced with that every time you go to work?
No.
You know, I'm making profit enough to buy one of your houses every week.
Yeah.
Think about that once.
Yeah. I don't want to think about it.
No, it hurts. You know, I mean, it's like being on a merry-go-round and never get off because you're always looking to get that golden ring as you're going around, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
This clip is from the same conversation, February 4th, 2016. In that conversation, Joe also says that Raj moved into his place and had nothing to do for several years. Mom kept everything so clean, everything up to date, water heater and furnace. The truth is that Mom cleaned Roger's condo regularly from the time that Joe bought it for him for more than 25 years until at least 2016, when I was cast out of the family. She bought new carpet for it at least once. She's repaired or replaced anything that has gone bad or might go bad: furnace, water heater, air conditioning, appliances, and etc. Roger's had zero responsibility ever since he started college, but even before that. Papa Joe paid for everything for Raj.
You know, it was like Roger moving in and having nothing to do for several years, you know, because your mom kept it, you know, up so clean and everything up to date, you know, water heater, furnace, and all, you know.
Yeah, everything. Stocked his refrigerator. Literally everything. This next clip is from the long conversation I had with Roger about a lot of family things. Anyway, Raj is concerned about Mom's dementia. He says if I will be spending a week with her, I will probably notice some problems. He is worried about her doing his taxes and if there are some glaring errors. She has done his taxes ever since he started paying income tax, just like she has mine. I was not comfortable with it, and of course, hindsight is 20/20. Wish I would have never let her do my taxes, but anyway, Roger and Lori have fared far better than I in the financial arena. Roger's is obvious. He's wealthy. He's never had a full-time job. Never even had a part-time job, really, other than high school. Anyway, I asked about the void in Mom's head. Roger acknowledges it, but doesn't know if it's getting worse. And he really doesn't seem to care. Dr. Roger.
I suspect if you're spending a week with her or whatever, you'll probably notice some
deficiencies in her thought processes, but not that there's anything to be done about it. It's just I find that I'm starting to think, oh man, maybe I should check over some of these things that she's doing. She did all my taxes. I'm thinking, shit, I wonder if there's some like glaring errors in that now.
Has she had a brain MRI in the last couple of years?
What's that?
Has Mom had a brain MRI in the last couple of years?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because at one point you were saying that she had a large void in her head, didn't you?
Right, yeah.
I wonder if that's getting worse.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The quickest way to find out if you're with a covert narcissist is to start asking them direct questions and see just how uncomfortable they get. Covert narcissists hate answering direct questions. This is for two reasons. One, because if they can keep you in a constant state of confusion, you are less likely to leave them, and they know that. And two, because most of the time they're living some kind of double life, and they need to keep their lives straight. They need to keep the lies separated. They might have told you something Monday that they forgot about, so they don't want you holding them accountable for the lies they've told you in the past. These are shifty, shady people. If you try to get answers out of them, they will use a Darvo tactic. They will deflect, attack you, and then reverse themselves into the victim. If time and time again you're asking the person a question and you're leaving the conversation with the same amount of information you had before you asked the question.
In this clip, I ask Mom point blank what Roger's net worth is. Mom dances around the question several times. Then she says she has no idea, which is a lie. I said I know that she does Roger's taxes. Her answer is odd, like when I confronted her about buying Roger's food. She doesn't just say that she does Roger's taxes, but rather that she does them quite often. At this point, she has insisted on doing my taxes every year for the past 38 years. I know she has done Roger's taxes his entire life. She has given Dr. Roger every penny that he is worth. In 2016, Mom disowned me and divided a huge percentage of their massive estate between Dr. Roger and Dr. Lori. Dr. Roger had told me shortly before Dad's death, mainly to get me to cooperate and do most of the work, that Mom and Joe were going to divide up a large percentage of their estate because Joe was giving the multi-million-dollar business to his biological son, John. All of this made a lot of sense, and I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. So, what was Roger's worth in 2016?
Huh?
What was Roger's rough worth in 2016, net worth?
What do you mean it's worth?
Oh, I guess stocks and stuff. I mean, he owns this condo.
16, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, you did his taxes. I mean, you probably still have a pretty good idea what he's worth. But I know that year you did his taxes.
I do his taxes quite often, but that doesn't mean I know what his worth is.
Yeah. Shifty, shady people. In this clip, Mom uses the same Darvo tactic in that she deflects the question. She doesn't just answer yes, but says she buys a lot of them for him. She's bought all of Roger's groceries forever.
I mean, he said, he's been eating stuff that's been expired, but I think that's very risky. Canned goods.
Yeah. Well, you buy his groceries for him anyway, don't you?
I did a lot of them for him.
Yeah.
It's a way to deflect. Can't just say yes.